here to serve you. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. I've been listening and reading, and it looks like we're in the year of the seven and the year of the rabbit and all that good stuff. So let's just see what comes out. The last message I sent out was for the last message we did was to just prepare you for 2023. So let's just see what we can expect in January 2023. I'm so happy to be here. I love you guys. Let's do this. So we're starting off with the Goddess deck. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Ooh, ancestors, angels, and guides. That was quick. Whew, okay. These fell on the floor. I'm trying to see if I need to take them, but I will. Let's go ahead. All right, so we're starting off with Kali, Goddess Kali, Artemis, and then we also have Sheila Nagi, which is speaking all to, I see there's fear here in opening yourself. Like this is all about you. Fear about opening up. Like I feel like there's and I'm going to go a little deeper in this because this is really talking about the unknown here. Okay, so I look forward to getting deeper into this message, but that's just starting it off here. There's a fear of opening up. This really speaks a lot to your independence. I know we just had the full moon, so I just want to get the energy. Hopefully you guys have been feeling the energy of the full moon. I have been, which is why I'm just coming back. I'm good now. How are you guys doing? But I just want to see if there's any lingering energies from this full moon energy, which really speaks to, full moon energy speaks to letting go. Usually start setting your intentions with the new moon, and then with the full moon, you're kind of releasing some things. You're letting, hopefully it's come to fruition, but it's letting go of what you no longer need. Hi, love and elevation. So let's just see. Yeah, see, I knew this full moon was crazy. Okay, so the energies that you may still be feeling is something coming to a head. Okay, we have here holding a vision and then a superior. I heard superior, but this specifically says is a fiery climax. But I just heard a superior climax. So something's definitely happening that's going to be positive, that's coming. I feel like it's really something amazing that's still happening here with this full moon energy. And as the moon starts to wane, hey, Marsha, as the moon starts to wane, you'll start feeling it kind of coming to a head. So I love this energy here. So I'm going to just leave this here because I love this and I can't let this go. I love it for y'all. What we also have is Newt, Isis, Durga, and then we also have Bridget. So we are speaking to inspiration, setting boundaries. We're also speaking to this mothering energy with Isis here. And again, some level of mystery is heading all of this up. So I feel like that is like the cornerstone of this reading, the mystery, what we don't know, the unknown. So let's just get a little deeper into that. So what are we questioning here? I want to see your fears. Like what is really happening here? I'm hearing love. So fear around love. Overthinking. Yeah, fairness as it pertains to love. So we have this energy around things being fair or unfair. So what are we opening up to? So what are we opening up to? Like, why is this so fearful? Because we're opening up here. Oops, sorry guys. I hope y'all didn't see my bottom. We have the yin here, which is speaking to that feminine energy, the goddess spiritual energy here, but it came in reverse. So opening up here, I almost feel like maybe some of you may be on overload. Let me just find out. Like you may be feeling other people's energy, so you may be fearing opening up fully because you're going to have to put your defenses down. Wow. Some of you may be waiting for people to right past wrongs. So yeah, this fear is centered around the past. The fear is definitely centered around the past here. So if you open up, some of you may be waiting for an apology so you can finally open up. Yeah, I knew this. Okay, so yes, empathic star seed. So this is about absorbing energy that's not yours. So some of you are really open here. And you really got to take care of yourself. You really need to pleasure yourself, make love to life. I mean, I'm talking about that Venus loving, surrendering energy. And I'll get more advice around that. You can do this. So there's a new beginning that's coming up. So basically, you're opening up to a new beginning. There is something you have overcome, which is where this fear lies, and it's a fear of going back to that. So you've gone through this time of this independence, knowing yourself, you're feeling strong, you know who you are. But there's this fear of opening yourself back and going back to something that didn't serve you before. Or you may be feeling like you're going back to that. So opening up almost feels like you're uprooting some energy, some triggers. These are triggers. These are triggers that are being uprooted right now. Okay? So you're really open right now. So this is a very big spiritual awakening I'm feeling here. Anything else we need to know about opening up here? I like how everything is falling on the floor like it ain't no joke. Yeah, you're really in your mind over this, but there's something new that's coming. We have a regeneration. We have this is kind of like the Fool in the traditional tarot deck, but it's in reverse. So this is like there is something holding you back here from opening up here. So this is that new beginning that you want, that leap of faith you need to take, but you're in your mind over this. But I feel like you've been in your mind over this for a long time. This is not something new. This is definitely the past, a resurgence of the past. So that's the energy that you guys are feeling right now. Love and elevation. You said yes. You said overstimulation, overly stimulated. Yeah. Hey, Natural Beauty, Marsha. So let's see. Yeah, so now it's time for you. You want to be at a place of peace, a place of rest. But for some reason, again, some of you may be having financial issues as well. We have Treasure Island here, but it's in reverse. So you may be overthinking about finances as well. So this is the finances, the past, all of this is coming up right now. And it's time for you to take action, but let's see what this is, because you're no longer in between stages. You are now in this new stage to really move forward. So you're in a new stage of action right now. And I feel like it's unfamiliar territory. Okay. So let's go a little deeper into this. Let's get a little deeper. OMG. Okay. All right. So, I feel like it's time for you to nurture yourself, but I'm going to get a little further into this Isis energy here. Let me just see what this is about. This mothering, this Isis energy. Because this also speaks to new beginnings to me as well. This is like that rebirth. You have the opening up, you have the rebirth, and then you have this new beginning. Everything here is around new beginnings. But again, there's a mystery around this. Woo. I feel like you're nervous. Okay, so many of you are stuck in the past or stuck in the future and you can't be present. I had to do some exercises myself. We're going to get some affirmations today, but I know I had to do some exercises around this myself as well in order to become present. Because when you're too far in the past, meaning resurgence of the past, the feelings of the past, all that, and too far in the future, afraid of what the future may hold, then in most cases, you're not present. Therefore, you're nervous. You're out of your element. You're not centering yourself. You need to ground yourself. And then here we go with the round and round. Yes. So you're replaying the past over and over in your head. This is the energy that's happening right now about something that was never finished. You have unfinished symphony. So you need to breathe. It's time to buckle down, Take a minute, breathe. Let me get you an affirmation now, because this is leading towards affirmation. A major need for affirmation. So let's go ahead and get you guys some affirmations now as we continue on with this. Okay, let's see what popped out. Wow. Anger. Okay, anger as my sacred ally. Anger as my sacred ally. Okay, the affirmation, repeat that por favor. Okay? I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. I listen to my messages in my anger and use it as a positive force for good. If you're angry, there's something you're not over. If you're angry, holding resentment, guilt, shame, all these things, there's something you need to get over, something that you haven't overcome yet. I'm really feeling this energy of not only needing to deal with it, but needing to face it. I feel like some of you are not facing energies that you still haven't dealt with. Hey, all right, let's see what else comes out. Any other? Nope, they said no more. Whoop, there it is. Okay. You said I did an Oceanic meditation this morning. Awesome. You said it's been 2 years. I fear speaking to him. I still love him though. Wow. Yeah. So what do, Lock Goddess, when you have those moments? So do you allow the fear to come up? Do you allow it to exit? Do you allow the tears to come to you? And do you allow it to heal from it? Do you allow it to come through you and leave you? Or are you stuck in it? I wonder. Let's keep going, though. I would love to hear your answer. Let's keep moving on. Let's look here at the boundaries here. We have Goddess Durga here, which speaks to boundaries, setting boundaries, protecting yourself. And it's so interesting because we have 2 messages here of this major protection, like protecting your heart, fighting all of this. And I feel like you will be inspired to do something new. So this is the change, the pivotal moment. There's some climax that's approaching. And I'm going to ask about that before I go further. Let's ask about this climax. What's happening here? What's coming to a head? Everything's literally falling on the floor. What's up with that? So we have co-creation in reverse. So this is when you are in creation with spirit. When you're in reverse, there's some disconnect here from God's source. Now we know that we're all connected to source. We are God. We have God within us, right? God is a part of every single last one of us. So when you're disconnected from source, it's coming to a head. Now, what that looks like to me is you're going to get tired doing it by yourself. That's what this is going to be about. You're going to get tired of doing it by yourself. There's a lot of energy you're putting forth. You said, I'm stuck. I go round and round, round. Yeah. As you just said. Yeah. In my head, of course, no, nothing gets resolved. I do become aware of different things. When it comes up in my mind, I write it down so that I can process it. Great. Good. Now, been there, done that, got a t-shirt in it, Lock Goddess. And I'm sure many of us have gone through that here on this channel, where you consistently go over and over, why did it happen? Why did it happen to me? Or just simply just trying to get a hold of it, trying to get to a place where you can literally say, you know what, maybe I'm over this, or maybe I'm done with this, or maybe I'm not holding resentment for this anymore. But I love the message that came out, which is why I felt like it needed to come out and needed to come out now. I love this message of using your anger as sacred allies, because I believe that many times when we're in these situations, it's meant for us to learn a lesson. So now the question is, are we repeating the same, not just repeating it in our heads, but are we repeating the same cycle with the next person, the next person? What lesson have we learned? Have we not learned our lesson? So when you're stuck in that energy, Lock Goddess, I'm really wondering, and just feel the need to tell you, what is it that you have been holding on to that you haven't released yet? Are you still holding and bearing resentment? Are you still holding and bearing shame, lack of forgiveness, not for this person, but for yourself? This is what I'm wondering, and what is really coming up. So when the tears come to your eyes, or when you're feeling passionate about the subject and it's taking another lap in your head and holding space for someone else not to come, holding space for you to remain stuck, what are you doing in those moments? Are you allowing yourself, are you surrendering to the energy and saying, God, take this from me. I don't need this anymore. I don't want it anymore. I don't even want to think about it anymore. What lesson do I need to learn in this moment so I don't have to keep rehearsing this over and over in my head? When you're rehearsing it over and over in your head, that means that it's something that you still have not grasped yet, nor have you let it go yet, and it's still holding on to you. So I just want to know, I feel like this is, I feel like many of you need this though, but I just want you to know that you can release it. You can't let it go. But I feel like you are holding yourself hostage because you don't feel like you deserve to let it go yet, because it's almost like something you're holding on to that's really deep within you that makes you maybe not feel like you, it's almost like you're blaming yourself. It's like you are, use your anger. I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. If you speak that anger, if you speak it out loud, yell it out loud, what do you hear within it? What part of you are you hearing that maybe you haven't grasped yet and you're still holding on to and you really need to release and let go of? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So I hope that helps you. What you say, Marsha? Whoa, that's a message for all. I know it is. Been there, done that. Like I said, got a t-shirt in it. So when you are listening, I found myself earlier today just simply saying, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with that. You know, and it's something that I didn't want to deal with at the moment because I wasn't really ready to deal with the anger and the emotions that came with it at that time. That's what's coming up. Like I told y'all, it's coming to a head. Hold a vision of what it is you want right now. Something's coming to a head, and it's going to be something coming to the light that you didn't realize needed to come to the light. Because a lot of times we don't realize what we really have going on until something triggers it, right? So for some of you, you have disconnected from spirit in some way to where now you're kind of like, yo, you're feeling alone, you're feeling abandoned. But really, you have abandoned spirit because you're holding on to something that spirit no longer wants you to hold on to anymore. The time has passed. Again, you're probably in the future or you're in the past. You're not here in the present. And how can you hold strong to your spirit and speak to God in this moment and really, literally, in this moment, hone in on spirit within you and allow spirit to expand to all parts of your body and outside of you? You are protected. So how can you listen to, talk to, hear from, be with spirit, God in this moment to allow yourself to release what you're holding on to? Your answers are in your anger. That's what it says. I believe it. Your answers are in your anger. All right. So let's keep going. So right now you got your boundaries up. You're protecting yourself. You're ready to shoot. You're ready to shoot. It's almost like that shoot first, ask later. God forbid who comes around at this moment. Because you're ready to shoot and ask questions later. You know what I'm thinking of, right? The color purple. What is that? Ask, you said shoot, hit something, and ask Mr. for forgiveness later. Ask God for forgiveness later. All right, so right now, again, this message of overthinking is coming up, not having a hard time stepping out on faith, not building something new. Like right now, you're stuck. That's the energy here. Fear is keeping some of us stuck here. And it's time for you to move past it. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to recognize your blessings. Some of you are isolating yourself also. So, but I do see this inspiration that's coming here. So let's look into this inspiration, because again, right now this is energy of this unknown. So hopefully I gave you some clarity around the unknown, and you now know. So let's get some inspiration here. Let's look into this inspiration that will ultimately bring us peace. Inspiration that provides peace. Let's see. Yep. You have a choice. You have a choice to make. Do you want to be at peace? That's the question you have to ask yourself. That's the question we all have to ask ourselves. And I love this. We have this mothering energy, then we have unconditional love. Are you giving this to yourself? Because I really feel as though we give others unconditional love, but we have a hard time giving it to ourselves. And I feel like that is the conundrum here. This is the hard part, because you're willing to forgive another person, but you're not willing to give yourself that same grace and forgiveness. To allow yourself that peace. I feel like the abundance deck is coming to my mind. What message do you want me to? This abundance. You deserve love. You can receive. Receiving. Watch what you put your focus on, because that's where you'll get your energy back from. So if you're focusing on something that is round and round, if you're focusing on the same, that's where you're putting your energy. That's where you're going to get it back from. So you're keeping yourself stuck if you're focusing on something you no longer want to focus on. And Spirit is asking you to take a step back, retreat, let it go. Take care of yourself, mother yourself, nurture yourself, allow yourself the grace of peace. Forgive yourself. I feel like some of you are really like, maybe people around you, but maybe blame you like that's your fault. You did that. You're the reason why it was like that. It's your fault that things didn't go well. That's not true. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's not true. It's not your fault. Now, what your actions you took, it is what it is, but things went the way they were supposed to go. Y'all, we got intimacy here, and we have the throat chakra here. You do deserve love. You are allowed to receive. Why is this intimacy here? I mean, I know this is a lot about love and receiving love, but in a peaceful way. Sometimes you don't even know you're being loved peacefully, or that you're in love in a peaceful way, because you don't see any drama. You're like, well, is this even love? You know, it's bringing me, they just said the good guy versus the bad guy. It's like choosing the good guy. You're like, oh, but he's boring. Like, can that be love? But the bad guy, or the quote unquote bad guy, you know, the exciting one, that it has to be love, right? Because you wouldn't be, because that's where the passion is, right? But that's not necessarily the truth. I'm seeing peace here. I just heard peace, be still. I see financial success, happiness, and peace in an intimate situation. Why is this intimacy here? What do you want us to know about this intimacy? Yeah, receive the help. Spirit is trying to help you. It's time. I'm getting this yin energy again. Connect back with spirit. Because many of you are, again, you're not connected with your spirit. You may be outside of yourself at this moment, and it's time for you to kind of bring yourself into some solitude to connect back with spirit. I'm seeing that again here. It's time. Some of you are receiving a help, but you are not accepting it. You're receiving help, but you're not accepting it. Many of you feel like you're alone in this, and you're not. And spirit is like, I'm here for you. Okay. Sorry, I've been missing some of these messages. You said the full moon was no joke. Very emotional. Yes. I'm here. You said yes. That movie came up for me in the song. I'm here. What? Color Purple? I'm here. I'm trying to remember because I know Color Purple inside and out, honey. Stop because I was just typing that the lesson. Yeah, self-love. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Marsha. Yes, the song that Jay Hudson and Cynthia. Hold up. Are y'all talking about the new Color Purple? I was thinking you're saying the musical. Okay, the play. I don't remember that one. Okay, so you gotta see, I remember the movie Inside and Out. The play, I don't remember the song, so I've only saw it once. Happy New Year, Timer. I only saw it once, guys. So I don't know the song, but I'm here. I don't know. Sorry, you got me there. So let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. I want to let's just see the advice, any additional messages that want to come through at this time. I want to give some advice. Let me just pull one more. I want to pull the advice regarding this reading for my goddesses. I've already given the affirmation. So let's just see if there's any additional advice for my goddesses, divine feminines, at this time. For those of you who resonate with this message, let's see. All right. Wow, forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself. I love this. The inner mother, innocence again. Let me tell you how innocence is coming up again. Gentleness, tenderness. This is the time to take care of yourself. This is in regards to the child within. Clarity, a fresh new start, a positive outlook. I love this. So you have the morning dew here, which really speaks to, again, a new beginning, a fresh start. We've been talking about this all this reading. And this is really about you changing your outlook on things and not looking from fear-based eyes of fear, eyes of the past, eyes of fear of the future, eyes of lack of forgiveness of the past. This is a time of acceptance of your past, realizing you can't do nothing about the future except be present right now. That's how you manifest, is in the present. We have this unconditional love, this innocence, this mothering energy right now that you need for yourself right now. We have this energy that's come up like 3-4 times. Allow other people to give you this love. You deserve this love, this internal love, you have this Isis mothering, nurturing energy here. I mean, all of this energy is needed. You need this right now. You need this. You got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself. Be gentle with yourself. This is the time to forgive yourself, love on yourself. Because like I said, I feel like many of you are harboring resentment. And honestly, I want to say it's internal resentment. This is not just towards who may have hurt you or harmed you. And I tell you many times that it's not your fault. It's not whatever they decided to do, whoever they claim that they chose. If they cheated, I told you I don't even subscribe to the word cheating because it gives the connotation that it has something to do with you. It did not. They chose to do what they chose to do. It had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. It has all to do with them and the decisions that they made, and you are not the reason why they decided to make the choices and decisions that they made, regardless of if they try to make you the scapegoat or not. It's their decision, right? So you have to be gentle with yourself during this time because there's something's coming to a head, y'all. That's all I want to say is hold your intentions close to you at this time. Something's about to come to a head. You deserve unconditional love. You are deserving of intimacy. You are deserving of this mothering of yourself. Your inner child needs assistance right now. Cater to your inner child. Cater to your inner child. Your inner child is all up in this. All up in this. All up in that. Okay? If I'm trying to show it to you. Your inner child is all up in this. Cater to your inner child. What is it that you need right now? And don't be afraid to give it to yourself. I just also saw like someone not feeling like your inner child. It's not that you don't feel like you don't deserve it. It's almost like you're afraid to meet your inner child. I feel like some of you feel like you've disappointed your inner child. Like some of the decisions you made. That's again that shame and that guilt that's really on your heart. Release that. Release it. Release it. Forgive yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Okay? This is beautiful. This was quick. Let me give you a little bit more advice as I start to clean up here. Wow. This is beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'll pull a few cards. You guys know I got a new deck, right? The Divine Masculine deck. So I'm going to pull the Divine Masculine message. Also, really quickly. Let's see. All right. Divine masculine energy at this time. What do you want us to know at this time? Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. What do you want us to know about the divine masculine energies around at this time? Let's see what popped out. I only wish to satisfy you and make you smile. That is the divine masculine energy right now. How many of you can receive this right now? How many of you can receive this right now? How many of you can set this intention right now? Some of you may be wondering what their masculine thinks of you. And they place you above others. Wow. It looks like there's a change. Not a change, but I feel like there is a perspective here where some masculines want to put you above other energies in their life. And they know they may have messed up. And again, didn't I tell you, some of you are waiting for an apology? I see an apology. Wow. Wow. There's some energies here around a toxic, a karmic. So I see that there's an apology here around maybe a connection that they have with someone that's toxic in their life. Some of you are being watched by your masculines. There's some respect here. So make sure you continue to respect yourself, put yourself first, because I see that they respect you not taking ish from nobody. Okay? So if you're afraid that maybe you were too harsh, maybe you were too honest, if you're afraid that maybe you were too blunt or, too transparent, they were actually turned on by that. They actually like that. They want to work on healing themselves for you so they can be stronger and more loving. They want something from you. I don't know if you want to give it to them, though. Yeah. You're still all around them. They feel you all around them. So they want you. Yeah, some of them are all eyes on you, divine feminines, that are working hard to know yourselves, that are strong in your convictions. Um, see, I always said on this channel, I've been on this channel for over 4 or 5 years now. And I always felt like when the feminine steps up, the masculine steps up. It requires the feminine. Like the masculines will stay exactly where they are, just content as I don't know what, until the feminine steps up, steps out, and they're like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on? Where are you going? And now when you start raising the bar, they have no choice but to rise to it or step the off. So you either want someone who's going to rise or you want them to step. So a lot of times when we are silent and we don't say what we need to say, and we don't, then you might as well stay on their playing board, which is a lower vibration. You want them to come up to your playing board, your higher vibration. You don't want to keep going back down to theirs, if that makes sense. So let's see what else I'm missing here. But yeah. Whew. All right. Advice regarding the masculine at this time. Let me just give you a little advice here. I might read a little something. Let's just pull from the Wisdom Oracle. I'm going to just see what the advice is dealing with your masculines at this time. All right. You guys receive poised. Which is excitement, happiness. Like, this is like really feel good. So poised as it pertains to a relationship. Let me show you the card. This is about being ready, bringing something to the light, being at your best. Be confident with your masculines. Let me show you. The relationship advice is here is when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. I think this was a good reading. What you guys think? I'm starting to clean up, by the way. I wanted to see if there was any additional messages. I wanted to pull from the Lumerian deck real quick, too. Let's see if there's a Lumerian message for us today. Maybe pertaining to our chakras or what you just can expect around this time. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. Thank you. What is it that you would like the divine feminines to know at this time? Maybe not. Uh-oh. Finally. I told you guys are manifesting love and compassion. I love this. Look at this message of love and compassion. You are manifesting love and compassion at this time. You have to be in your life force energy, though. This is like being balanced, being fully balanced in your energy. Can you do this? Can you be fully harmoniously balanced at this time? Your life force energy is important right now. And this reminds me of that poised message we just saw. Let me just see if there's any messages here that we could benefit from. Yeah, this is about reveling in the bliss of being alive. This is an incredible healing card packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. It reminds you to seek joy and upliftment in everything that you do as much as possible. Consider the foods that you eat, the environment you spend your time in, the people that you have in your life, and even the things you wear. Increase your awareness of Increase your awareness of their journey now. They came to be in how they came to be in the world and their energetic resonance. Are they alive and vibrant? You may also be inspired to work with healing energy such as Reiki and with the land, perhaps growing vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. I love this. This is balanced life force energy and grounding energy as well. Look at that. That's like all the energy wrapped up in one. This energy is about being alive, treating your body as a temple, balance, cell rejuvenation, loving the land, all of that. Picture yourself sitting at a red sandy beach. I mean, it's all about what you want right now. I love this. This reading was amazing. I love you guys. I'm about to get on out of here. Let me see what you guys got going on right now. I want to make sure I see the messages. Please make sure you thumbs up and leave a comment below, not just in the chat, but below, and I really appreciate it. You said, I had to remind myself this morning. Do you know who you are, girl? Yes, Hansi, yes. You do have to remind yourself sometimes. Definitely. Guys, I'm looking to move to the beach. I don't know about y'all. You said, OMG, that's the problem. I've been silent instead of saying what needs to be said. Oh, yes, that's a major part, honey. I just heard Cardi B said they turn on by you. Yes, they are. Yeah. Because you know he loves a toxic chick. Have you guys ever read the book Why Men Love Beat Itches? Have you ever read that book? I loved it. I read it maybe about, I'm not going to tell my age, but at least over 10 or 15 years ago. But I loved it because it really spoke to your honesty. You really saying things like it is. And it's really knowing your worth to the point where it's almost like, I hate to liken it to a child, but it's almost like when you talk to a child talk back to you, you looking like you think you talking to. You know, I must say it's likened to a child because there's certain things you just don't accept, nor do you just don't accept it. It's no. I'm not one of those mothers who allows their children to go off in the grocery store. I'm not. My look is more than enough. So why can't I do that with my mate? You feel me? Right? So why can't you? Well, think you talking to? That was disrespectful. How dare you? Oh, so you're just gonna belittle me like that? Oh, so my feelings don't matter to you? Okay, good enough. Thanks. Point taken. I mean, all these things. It was one word that she said that I loved. I think she was like, when I think a guy said something like something retarded, or it could be like, you know, maybe want to take you somewhere stupid. I mean, it might, whatever it is that you don't like. It was just so simple as, I see, and walking away, doing your thing. Like, I get it, I see, and you're just leaving it like that. So now it makes them question themselves, and you walked away like, you deal with that. I'm not dealing with that, because there's certain things you just don't tolerate when you're dealing with children. But it's unfortunate that our minds have been so scrambled where where you're supposed to believe anything that come out of their mouth. Like, seriously? Like they're not human, right? Like they don't have an agenda. You know, everybody has an agenda. Man, female, whatever, children, all of them have an agenda. You'll see kids playing their parents against each other, but you can't allow it, right? You're like, look, no, we're on the same page. You're a child. Like, you're not going to play me. Like, you're a kid. I mean, so it's just certain things you just don't tolerate. And I feel like we'll tolerate, we will overlook many things because we've been taught to. So now this is about really scrambling your brain and realizing, look, they're just human, just like anybody, just like your parents, right? Like you realize over time, my parents are human. I used to put my parents on a pedestal, right? Like they could do no wrong, you know, whatever they told me, word is bond. But then you realize, oh, they have issues too. Oh, so my grandmother had issues too. Oh, my grandfather had issues too. Oh, so they're human, right? And this doesn't mean, it's not to shame them or anything like that. It's reality. We're human. We're all here for a reason. We came through them, but that does not mean that they are our ... right? So we have to then determine, okay, what life do we want to have? You have to separate what you were taught from what you know. And a lot of times you want to stay in an ignorant state. Sorry for anybody who wants to take that bad, but the point is you may not want to wake up. And when you're not woke, you're just allowing other people to feed your mind. And like I tell my daughter all the time, be careful what you allow in your hearing and in your seeing. because all of this impacts who you are. You will agree to damn near anything if you allow somebody to continue to pour, spew, hate, lack, all this in your mind. You don't allow somebody to yell at you and be like, oh, I just let them get it out. No. Where they do that at? No, we're not doing that. Right? Whew, yeah. Whew, yeah. As a masculine sign. We're not doing that, y'all. Yeah, Joy, be rewind. Figure that. I'm telling y'all. Ooh, I had to remind myself. Yeah, y'all. I'm very honest too, and I expect the same honesty in return. I don't know how to be any other way. And people, yeah, hold back more than you. Yeah. Now, no, I don't agree with that. You should not hold back. Hell no. No. When you're dating someone up front, that is the best time to be honest. Take it or leave it. Like, I feel like once you fall in love, like, you're willing to darn it flex half of your belief systems and your values. And it shouldn't be that way. So beforehand, before you fall in love, I just had this conversation with my daughter just recently. Like, before you put all your eggs in that basket, it's almost like, okay, oh, they like me? Oh, yay. Now I'm going to attach to them. Let me make sure they never leave me. They like me for some reason. I don't fucking know. But now let me attach it because I like them so much. But you don't even know them. You don't know jack about them. You don't know how they're going to deal with you when you're sick. You don't know how they're going to deal with you when you're happy. You don't even know if they want you to be happy. You only see what they wanted you to see for the time being because they've been taught to get you, but they necessarily haven't been taught to necessarily keep you. So now you have to, filter between what's real and what's not. And this is why I tell you always follow your intuition. Because sometimes people tell you straight up bullshit. Period. They are. And they don't know how to do anything else. And now call them out on it. Oh, that sounds like BS. You kidding me? Like, does this work on the other females you're around? I mean, I'll be calling all that out. Like, I'm more bold up front than I am when I'm in. So I disagree, Marsha. I feel like you should tell it like it is up front. That way you filter out all the BS. And then they're like, oh, shit, she don't play. No, she don't. I'm cool until I'm not. You ain't going to play with me. I follow my intuition. You want to talk some crap to me? Yeah, I don't believe you. That doesn't sound, 1 + 1 don't equal 2. I hear you. So, I mean, you can do it jokingly, whatever, however you want to do it. Like, I joke around a lot. But I'm very honest. So I'm very clear on what I want. But I'm very honest. Like, seriously? Is that what we're going to do? You going to play that with me? Is that? Oh, so this must work on. Yeah, that don't work right here. No. Woo. Man. Y'all, I got to get by the beach. I got to go. I'm about to sell my house. Y'all got to twist it. Y'all have no idea. I'm about to make some moves this year. And it's all so I can be around the water 24/7. I love water. Yeah, see, and I don't get down with people playing with your mental. Okay? Because I totally believe people will play with it if you let them. But you check them, they're like, oh, hold up. Now you're a challenge, which they also love. Don't get it twisted. Now, the ones who don't want you to be a challenge, you'll figure that out soon enough. And those are the ones you most likely don't want to be with anyway, because those who want you to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, if that's not you, don't fake like it is, because you'll be faking like it for the rest of your life. If you're trying to stay with them, or you're going to be trying to change them to be something different, that don't work either, because they're only going to change if they feel like changing, right? So they're going to change and maybe step up to the plate if you're worth it to them. That doesn't mean that you're any less than if they choose not to. They have to feel like it's worth it. It could be they've gone through a rack of crap in their life and they're like, look, unless this woman is 6'2", hair down to her knees, blonde hair, brown eyes with one eye green. I'm creating like a giant right now, right? But I mean, they may have in their mind, I'm not going to change unless it's this. And the point is, if they're not willing to stand up to your standards, step up to your standards, you don't need them. Period. If they're not willing to be who you need in their life or whatever, that's not for you. It's not for you. It's all good. It doesn't mean that you're any less than because they're not willing to do it. And that's all I want you to understand is it doesn't mean you're not less than it. Filter them out quicker, sooner than later. You'll be better off. My daughter told me that one of her cousins or aunts my daughter's 21. And she's an aunt like, are you gay? Like they're trying to figure out what her sexual origin is because she doesn't have a man. And I'm just like, just because you don't accept any fucking thing, which in many of their cases they do. So because you have standards and you just don't accept anything, now you all of a sudden, come on, really? But this is the perception, right? So unless you're with someone, and some of them have been married for 5 years and got like 5 kids outside the marriage and still married. Like seriously? So does that mean you good? I'm confused. Or somebody who refuses to marry you, who doesn't feel like whatever, it's ridiculous. So we put these stipulations, and I hate when people do this to children. That's why I love, that I put so much energy into my child, because I refuse to allow anyone to make her feel less than. Because I'm right there trying to lift her up in the process. I told her, you never just accept just any damn thing. And you can. It's easy. You can. I mean, I'll tell a person in a heartbeat, to get married? I've been married twice. It's not hard. It's not hard. Change your belief system, maybe lower your standards a little bit. You'll be walking down the aisle tomorrow. It doesn't require much. But if you want better, don't fake like you won't accept just anything. If you want better, don't fake like you won't just accept anything. Because really, in essence, you're really just accepting anything if you're just going to allow somebody to come so-called choose you. And then you try to figure out, and then you try to stay in their box. And they're I need you to do this. And I need one heel this color. And I need the other heel that color. And I need you to wear your pants like this. And I need you to wear your bra like this. And as a matter of fact, go get a tummy tuck. And then go have a child and go get another tummy tuck. Man, nah, what? Like, it's crazy to me, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I had my rant for the night. I think I've had my rant for the night. You can try to go stick in somebody else's box all you want to. Or you can be limitless, liberated, and be who you are and allow them to accept you or don't. It's easy. Now, that also goes the other way. Like, if you're hurt and you still are struggling with healing and this, that, and the other, that means you're going to show that too. Either they can accept it or don't. Or they can say, you might need some work done on that, but I'll befriend you for now and we're going to heal together. Or they may need to heal too. But all of this trying to be somebody for somebody else, BS, I don't subscribe to it. I don't. You said I just slid down in my chair. You said lower your esteem. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm serious. You can be walking down the aisle tomorrow. You can be. Y'all, shit. It don't require much. Man, please. You said I'm not in that mindset anymore. I'm telling y'all. You said I thought it was just me. Cancer love water. Y'all know I love me some water now. Oh, you do live in a water poly? Oh, loving. Oh, wonderful. I've been hearing so much, like what some of the real estate agents were trying to tell me. And I tell you, I spoke to a real estate agent the other day, maybe about 2 weeks ago. And she squashed my dreams of living by the water. And then, I want to say like a day later or the next day or two, I was like, I want to go see the land. Like, because I'm going to go buy a property and build on it. And all I want is a house with like windows. That's all I want. It's just windows, like everywhere. I just want to have that view. I want to be able to just walk a few feet and it's right there. And they were speaking about, obviously global warming and the water's rising and being by the water, and some of the houses that were like so-called in the neighborhood had, you know, been washed out to sea and all this other stuff, the high insurance rates. It was all kinds of stuff. By the time I got done with her, I was just like, I just felt like she squashed my dreams. But I still went back out there. I still went and looked at the property. I still want the property. I looked at more water properties. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm at the point now. She was like, yeah, perked for like till 2024. So you'll have to get a new perk for, you know, another few years or what have you. But she was like, it perked for now, but it may not be there 20 years from now. And I'm like, okay, I'll have insurance. I'll build another one. We'll be good. You know, so. You said I do in a floating home in the middle of the Mississippi. Oh, wow. Beautiful. A floating home. I love it. So you have a boat? I love that. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on out of here. I love you guys. Blessings, love, and light. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I know it's been a while. I hope you enjoyed it. It's 2023. Let's do this, baby. I love you guys. Let's do this 2023 stuff without fear, without anxiety. Let's work on ourselves. Let's rebuild. For we are healed. Amen. Hallelujah. Goddess be peace. Goddess be peace to you, all you beautiful goddesses. I love you. You are amazing. You are that ish. They ain't ready for you. Let it be known. Speak your truth. All that good ish. Graceful Healing Retreat. Holla.